Hi everybody, welcome back to Maya, welcome back to Europa Universalis 5. I am Andrew, and today we try to fix our economy. I hope that you guys are all doing great. We start on the 7th of July, the year is 1434, and this gameplay is going on since a while, so I wanted to thank you guys because I also recently passed 6,000 subscribers. That's a great milestone for me. I opened, let's say, a post in the community section where I asked you which kind of other gameplay you would like to see on this channel, because some of you are really telling me very nice words, and I would really like to bring more gameplays alongside Europa Universalis 5, of course. I don't want to stop this. In the last episode, we managed to vassalize more of our neighbors. We started the annexation of one of our neighbors, but we are always suffering from a problem, and I'm going to show you which problem it is. So, if I look at the production of tools, I recognize that I'm not producing enough tools because of the lack of stone. And the lack of stone is due to the fact that if I go now to the buildings and I take goods and I take stone, the lack of stone is related to the fact that we basically saturated our quarries. We cannot produce more, but that's not enough. And we have quarries in the south. Still, that's not enough to feed my industry. Another problem is that we have two different markets, Neupeten and Mayapan, and they are kind of competing against each other. And I could definitely, let me go back to the market, I could definitely automatize them. I mean, they're already automatized. I could definitely make sure that stuff from Neupeten is moved to Mayapan, but that's a kind of micro that I don't want to do right now. My idea at the beginning of this episode, also following one of your suggestions, is to destroy the market of Neupeten. And there is the risk that we lose some regions, but everything will then report to Mayapan. And that could be probably what we are going to do now. Look at this. In Neupeten, almost 500,000 people are living, 414,000 people. But the main point is that we lack stone, we lack maize, we lack livestock, masonry, and lumber. We have a lot of fruit, gems, cocoa, chili, and amber. And if I go to Mayapan, we have the same thing. We need a lot of maize. We need a lot of lumber, we need a lot of stone and furniture. If we put together the markets and we try to use our trade capacity to import maize, lumber and stone, I believe that the economy of the Maya kingdom will skyrocket. So that's what I'm going to do, and it's an experiment. I can destroy the market as soon as I have 20 points of prestige, and I have to, of course, I will lose also a lot of stability, but it really doesn't really matter. Let's work on prestige now. At the moment we are losing a little bit of prestige because we are not investing enough in culture. But if I start investing in culture, even a couple of ducats will give me a 0.05 monthly, which means that every 2 months is a 0.1. So every 20 months is a 1. And in a couple of years, we will have the prestige we need. And as soon as we have an event, we will also follow. At the same time, I try to see if I can increase the production of lumber. But the fact is that the tools are missing is blocking me. And that has been the blocking problem since now many episodes. Another thing I could do is to embrace an institution, but it's very pricey right now, so I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do now with the market, I stop the automation everywhere. In Mayapan, I go to the trades and I cancel them all. Or part of it, at least, for example, silver or cacao, or fine clothing and so on. Because I want to go to this market and I want to, let me go back, let me go here, trading. I want to trade from Mayapan, trades for building needs, for example, mason is okay. Mice, here we go. Trades for population. We start importing mice. And I think that we can't import that much, okay? Neupeten. Let me see if I can get rid of something not really important, like amber or gems or this kind of stuff that is nice to have but not fundamental. And what we could do from Zachila, from the Aztec markets, we could import mice. And that's also what we're gonna do. This is also going to fix the problem of lack of food, or at least make it easier, because we have a problem of lack of food. Sometimes there are, you know, specific needs. Let me check if I can get trade advantage in my Japan for 5 years. Well, maybe this helps. This this is gonna help. There are some moments where we are in deep lack of food, and when I look at the balance, I see something like this: 15 ducats just to import food to my Japan. This is something we have to change. So also the buildings. Also, what we could do, we should really look for food. And okay, we have a lady coming of age. Fine. We need to go to the food market in Chichen Itza, and wherever I have the chance to build RGOs that are increasing food, I will do it. The lack of lumber is stopping me. I can't build anything because lumber in our market is just too expensive. So, as I said, we will work in the direction of making lumber cheap, food cheap, mason cheap, and then the next step is going to be stone and tools. And Winworld market, this is going to work. All right. Increasing control in Taitza, it's finalized. So let me check what I can do. Yeah, for example, when I can lose prestige, I will stop losing prestige. Otherwise, we are never reaching the point that we want to reach. Let's start increasing control. We go north now. We increase the control to south. You know why our market is really in having a bad time. You want to know why? By the way, we can now build Mediterranean galley ships, because I'm building an extremely long road which is going south, and it requires a lot of lumber, sand, a lot of stuff. And as you can see, it's also very slow, and that's the reason why our market is starving for masonry, sand, and lumber. The big road building is kind of starving our people, literally. And this is showing how this game is so complex and deep. And I like this on one hand, but on the other hand side, that make me think really, wow, I really need to study this game. Okay, as you see here, in this window, we can increase the control of all the regions in one province. All the provinces, all the cities and towns in one region. And when they reach the maximum, like here, we move on and we go to the next one. This is enough for us to build more tax base and to get more money. So now we are saving, we are piling up a lot of cash, and we will need it when we reach the required prestige. Let me check if I can also do something from a religious perspective. For example, also a sacrifice could give me religious influence, and a pilgrimage. Also, hosting a ceremony would cost a ton of money, but then for 1 year, stability investment 0.2. Okay, it's very expensive, but I think that we can do it. We host a Maya ceremonial festival, and we go on a pilgrimage. And if we do this, we pay money, we get religious influence back. Perfect. So it's gonna convert into stability, another modifier. Again, problem with food. You know why? Because also your RGOs, your food RGOs require lumber. They need lumber, for example, I guess, to build their farms and to build the tools that they use to stock the granaries and so on. So if you don't have lumber, also those activities might stop and might bring us to a famine. So tricky, isn't it? But luckily, the biggest road are now done. Just 2 parts of the road are almost are under construction. I show you this. I show you how this road goes up till the Gulf of Mexico, and then up, and here, this is our capital with all the other roads around. And here you can see the fields, the dyes. Here there is a cotton, here there is the salt. It's beautiful, isn't it? All right. Okay, we have an agriculture boom for 5 years. This is a very lucky event, considering Considering the situation we are in, this is a very, very lucky event. So I'm very happy that this happened. Another 3 years and the last road will be done. And maybe if I stop, building roads, then I will also not have so many issues with the rest. Okay, my friend, now you move on and you go and increase Uyamil. And you need to keep keeping increasing control, because the control is going down dramatically. Even if we are centralized and everything, we need more control to get more resources. Let me check if I can build market villages in the meantime, or food again, because maybe with the lumber, no, can't build nothing here. Jesus, this is tricky. This is so tricky if I can't build anything. Wow. So if I go here and I click on fruit, look at this. I just can't expand the RGO. Not enough lumber in my opinion. And okay, I might consider then importing it. Yeah, sure. But how? Expand gravel road network is speeding up my gathering industry. Yeah, it decreases the cost and the material, raw materials time. And I get clay and fish gathering. No, I prefer to discuss a parliament session to expand gravel roads. Why? Because of the centralization that will lead to the end. Now we're already pretty well centralized, 26 points towards centralization. And considering that we are building gravel roads, this is going to speed up and help us. So the parliament actually arrived in the right moment. And I don't want to expand or declare any other war for now. Not yet, but maybe soon. What I want to do, if I can't build food, let me check if I can build market villages or marketplaces. So a marketplace needs masonry and glass. And it seems that I can build more marketplaces. Well, if this is the case, I am very happy, because this brings more power to our market, so more import, and maybe, again, as I said, we are going in the right direction to fix our economy. Oh my goodness. We are 17.30. The destruction of the market with 20 points is far away, but we will get there. Let's enter the age of discovery in 1437. For real. I enter it with administrative focus, but my friends, this is really bad, because it means that the guys, the Portuguese and the Spaniards, are already going around the world and messing around. Yeah, you hear me. And I cannot do any marketplace because the mason is missing. Jesus. It's an all big mess. Okay. Let's go to the trading. Let's go to the trading. I can trade still something in my opinion. Just a little bit. I'm gonna trade a little bit of masons to emise, of course, for food and buildings in the first one, and the next one does not have any capacity left. Okay. So let's get our bonus with roads. I hope that that we are not hitting the maximum. No, 36 points towards centralization is giving us a little discount in proximity and more crown power. Actually, probably the crown power is the best one, because having a high crown power now means we get more money. Crown power 30%, yes sir. More stability, less research, absolutely. Absolutely. Instead of improving our Diplo reputation, this guy here could try to do other stuff, but he's not very good, is he? So I could try to assimilate people into our Maya culture, also people that are not 100% Maya. And one thing I want to check if I can build structures like the lumber mill. But the lumber mill requires tools. Okay, no, I wanted something different. There must be something. The sawmill. The sawmill. Look at this. I could build a sawmill, but this is not actually my place. Because a sawmill, what does a sawmill do? If you have a river, you can increase 10% your lumber production in that region, which is little, but still better than nothing, right? I just saw someone building here an irrigation in Nomul, and I had the idea. Let's keep importing building needs. Not really. I would like to import food, so let's import mice. We keep importing mice into our market. Now we know that we need to import mice because we do not have enough food production to survive otherwise. And I speed up a little bit to 5. And this guy here is so slow, but we do our best. So current trade, mice, mason and mice, and again other mice. I am monothematic here, but it's important. If we starve, then we have problems. Let me check if now I can build here my RGO. No, I cannot expand it. As you can see, we have minus 15 lack of lumber in our market. If I only could put together, what's going on here? If I could only put together the two markets and then in annex Chol, because Chol is very important. Chol is a very important piece of the puzzle here, okay? What do I mean? Why do I say that? Here we have stone, and this is going to be part of our market, but not the Mayapan market. Ooh! Yes, sir! Yes! The strength of our faith is giving us 10 prestige. Yes, sir! And now we show you. Yolocom is part of Neupeten, which is a very big market. And now what I'm going to do, I really pray that I'm not doing something wrong, but I'm going to destroy Neupeten. Market closed down. Neupeten, it is clear that the market was not useful. And now we are going to get all the part. Here we go. Here we go. We lost some of the market of Neupeten, but on one hand, but on the other one, now for example, this stone, which is not little, is going to our market. So if I let 1 month pass, and by the way, we built also roads, the big roads to the south that are creating proximity and so on, that should be a good idea. Let's check if Mayapan now, look at this guys, oh my god, I am so happy. We are finally producing tools, even if the stone is little. But it seems that now all the tool factories in our capital are working. Jesus, I cannot believe it. I still cannot expand RGO of lumber, but this maneuver worked pretty fine. Bridge, mason, gravel road, okay. Alright, good. Now we have to redo all the trades, you know, because we have only one market. So what I'm going to do, I cancel our trades here. I cancel everything. Suggested we say mason to build. We have trade capacity 30. Mason. Weapon for our colonies. This is stone, right? Zakila to Mayapan. Yes, yes. We import all the stone. And the rest is food. So now we have a huge import of food and a huge import of stone. A very big import of stone. Still, we are having a problem because we don't have enough stone, but it's okay. Because we are producing tools. And as soon as the tools are available, I'm going to... Look at this. Did you notice what I've done? I expanded the lumber production in money. I think I managed to kill the vicious cycle, you call it, right? in German you would say Teufelskreise, which is the circle of the devil. So the cause of the problem is also the consequence of the problem, and you don't know what to fix first, right? Colonial disaster, no, we pay. We still have a big problem with food, but as soon as we fix the lumber issue, we might be able to fix everything else. One step after the other. Okay, lumber and lumber. So we go here. Okay. Probably tools are still not so easy to find, but as I said, we do our best to increase these guys. First of all, Mani is a very big city, and I'm going to increase the control there right away. It's Puluk, I believe. No, Mani is part of our capital, even better. Okay. Look at this. Now we're missing people for their geo, which is okay. I don't care if I am not getting a lot of money by importing stone. I want to import stone, and I will do it. So now we have, yeah, food production of lumber. Here, for example, the shortage in Maya is 16, but we have a very good production. If I can, yeah. Tools, tools, and tools. This is really missing, and I cannot increase more tools. I cannot increase the tool factory. Okay, Neupeten was also building tools, right? Yeah, but now Neupeten has a big issue because the stone is going mostly to Mayapan. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. So fun. This game economy structure is really cool. As soon as we annex Yolom Konob, I have a plan because I want to bring this stone quarry to level 6. It's already connected with the road. I already prepared this in advance, but I keep importing food. And then we will have also more stone in the market. Slowly we are getting there. We are slowly getting there. Now talking about, I said I need to import also weapons for colonies because you guys told me you need weapons and tools. Look at this colony. Nito is now 94%. You remember that we were stuck to 80% more or less because it arrived to 80% and then we had the tool crisis. I think that we cannot build any sort of lumber mill because the tools are going to the colony. Look at this. Here we go. Here we have it. Yolan Kolob. As soon as I have lumber, I can expand my stone quarry here. But now this stone quarry is going to my market. I mean, it was already in the market, I believe, but let me see this. By the way, it seems that Mayapan is now... It expanded so much that we almost cut away half of Zakhila. Do you remember that originally we were a little bit smaller? Now our market is dominant. Yes, I like it. I do like it a lot. I've been so lucky that I could throw the first tools here. Because now the entire production is stopping, is having an issue, yeah. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, Nito is 99.7. It could be that now we see our colony born, growing. Nito 100. Yes, we do have Nito fiber crops and copper ears in Tokega. Okay. Tokega is the next one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tokega is the next one. I am going to build something that increases population and migration, a settlement in Nito, because we must a fishing village, a forest, everything what we require. So all the... this is our first town, you know, guys. Nito is the first town, and then look how Tokega is going fast. Tokega going already from 0 to 6% almost is beautiful. Now 614, yes. And also the other regions are growing. We finally unlocked something. I promise you guys, we did it. Why don't we try to do import for profit and see if there is anything? What is this? We can... you're telling me that I can import for profit. I can import iron now? No, this is copper. This is copper. Okay. But wait a minute. If I import copper, why don't I try Himayapa now? Because my market is stronger and I can do it. I do not have at the moment tin, but I want to see if I can do bronze tools. Yeah, that would be so fantastic. I do not have tin. I'm fully aware of it, and I need both. But if I only find that, no one is producing tin, right? Okay. Well, so far this is an import really for money, which we don't need. We are full of money. We need food import. We need weapon import. Okay. Come on, we still have this construction in Naaman. The road here in Naaman is killing us, and it requires so much lumber that we have a problem always. It requires so much sand. I mean, yes, this is probably in the long run reducing the proximity, and I'm happy that I've done this road, but it's still big. That was a very big project. Let me get more prestige. And this guy here in the south, by the way, when can I annex you, my dear friend? In 4042, so 2 years time. Okay, fine. Fine, I love it. Ooh, Patrick, okay, I saw some icons getting a little bit blinking. No, I'm sorry, I cannot use copper yet. I need tin as well. And I thought that I was importing iron, and I was like, this is my lucky day. Because the Aztecs are importing iron, but are producing iron, but apparently they're not selling it. This is copper. What if I go here in trading in markets? And we have also a little bit of Cusca. Yeah, but we have we are very little on that market. Let's go to goods and look for iron. Can I import this guy? No. No, I can't import anything. And let me check now tin. Can I import you? Not really. Not really. Okay, fine. So it means that if I want my bronze strategy to work, I need to get tin. And I think I saw that guy here somewhere in the south a few episodes ago. But I can't find him anymore. Oh my goodness. Oh god. No, I press continent. It's okay. We will figure it out. It's not so necessary right now. And it's so sad that we still say we are missing tools. Not that many, 2.91 and not anymore 20, but still a lot. Okay, more stability and beautiful thing. Let's build masons. I mean, I recognize that I can build masons, and I need just clay bricks and so on. Let me go. I have a ton of money. The only thing I can do, which is useful, a good thing that I can do, a useful thing, is to build masons everywhere, because they are relatively cheap, and I can then use clay everywhere and make sure that when I build, my buildings are cheaper. Okay, so now we have increased control everywhere in this region. I go back to my capital also. And here we have some more unused trade capacity, and probably guys, probably stone is the way to go. Okay, cartoon celebrated. Whether we lose money and religion point, or we lose only religion point, but the cartoon is a little bit smaller. So if I rush the last details, I lose 500. No, I do. I will have just a small cartoon. I stop importing copper, even if it's something that gives me money, because I want to import more stone. And I also want to reduce a little bit the mice, just to get more stone. And if I had enough markets, I would be able to import even more stone, you know? Fun fact now, guys, the stone tool market is profitable. And we are producing tools again. But not yet able to build lumber. But it's okay. It's okay. Nito now is not able to build any sort of building because of the lack of resources here in the south. But the good thing is that Tokiega, the region with copper, and the others are also increasing, so we might be able really to colonize this region. For the time being, I stopped this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I say we see each other next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.